Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another day, another album. It's a brand new day today, y'all. Let's go see what the RNG album machine has for us today. Alright, so today we're talking about one of the biggest bops of an album that y'all ain't ever heard before, My Love on Display by Gutterpunk. Gutterpunk is an electronic alt-pop artist based out of Indiana, in fact, the same town as me in Indiana. I've personally met him a few times. He's a super cool guy, and his live shows absolutely kill. I'm letting y'all know that to be transparent, but I also became interested in his music from this album, originally being sold to me by my local record store owner. Be sure to support local businesses and buy your vinyl local if you can. What I like about his music in particular is that while it is definitely on the experimental side of music, he doesn't let the experimentation get in the way of making absolutely every song catchy as hell. And every song on this album has at least one melody that's going to be stuck in your head no matter what. The opener, It Only Takes Once, is probably the noisiest track on the album, with almost clipping synths and drums backing Gutterpunk's vocals that are sung beautifully. A great tone setter for the album before many of the heavy hitters come up. Up to Me is an absolute bop about being supportive to a partner while never feeling like you're enough for them. The rhythms on here are absolutely phenomenal, and this mix of electronic pop and even a little bit of hip-hop is, once again, an absolute bop. That chorus will get stuck in your head all day in the best way possible. This track is so fucking good. Death Destruction starts with some plucky keys sampled into Gutterpunk's lyrics about death and destruction. There isn't really much to say about this song besides the fact that it's once again another bop. The Rest of My Life has an amazing vocal melody at the start with the synths, which leads into a catchy chorus of the song's subject matter, not wanting to wait the rest of his life to make some kind of difference. Crash is one of the more down-tempo moments of the album, creating more of a soundscape than a full-on bop. But the production here really is the star of the show, as Gutterpunk croons are treated more like another instrument rather than being the main focus of the song. Let's Take Our Time is another catchy bop featuring one of my favorite samples of all time, a loop of the Skype call tune layered over some bouncy drums. I take the lyrics to be in reference to a late night car hookup, but it does feel a little more digital than that. But regardless, one of the most unique songs I've heard, and this song is the one that kind of sold me on Gutterpunk as an artist. Picture Perfect has an amazing guitar riff paired on Gutterpunk's lyrics of wanting the perfect partner. You may notice as I'm going through this that I'm not going as in-depth lyrically on the album, but I think the lyrics are cryptic yet well enough written to really get the point across, along with the matching production. Everything I Need is another low-key moment on the album, with the faded vocals acting as an environmental piece for the production on this song. Why Does It Matter comes back with the bops, and with an absolutely infectious chorus melody of how no one in his life will help him, so he's looking for strength in himself. The production is an absolute banger throughout the song, and the last verse that refers to spiders is one of my favorite lyrical moments on this album. In Another Life is another lower key cut about heartbreak, and while I think it's a good contrast to the tracks that have come before and the ones that will come after, I do think this song could have used something a little extra. It's not a bad track by any means, but it does kind of feel like a palate cleanser to prepare for the closing tracks of the album. If Only has some of the best production on the entire project, with Gutterpunk's heartbreak lyrics soundtracking some noisy yet beautiful production, especially on the chorus. This song goes absolutely hard. The album closes with Get Rich Quick, another noisier yet lower key cut that I read as taking a rather cynical view on being an independent artist. While being one of the darkest moments musically of the album, this is a great closer for this album of absolute fire. My Love on Display is a simple album to explain and talk about, but it does the basics so well that it's almost masterful in its execution. Gutter Punk is a unique voice in the world of alt pop, and he's beginning to pick up bigger shows than the house shows I originally saw and met him at, so I feel pretty confident that I think he'll be bigger as time goes on and as he continues releasing great music. His last album, Punk Everlasting, was a great step in getting weirder with the sound, and I look forward to whatever he's got planned next. Be sure to give him a follow below somewhere. I'll tag him. My Love on Display by Gutter Punk is a 9.8 out of 10 and currently sits at number 21 on my list. Be sure to check out Gutter Punk and let me know your favorite track from him, and I'll see y'all for the next review. Peace.